Technological jobs are among the fastest growing in the planet. By 2020, there will be 1.4 million jobs in the computing industry. And yet, women are on track to fill only 3% of them. And this is worrying because technology is shaping our world, is designing our future, and women are not part of it. And this starts very young. Girls and young daughters are actually into science and tech when they're young. But by the time they reach puberty, their confidence actually drops and they don't want to become scientists anymore. And what happens is that in the global and the, no, okay, I'll do it again. Technological jobs are among the fastest growing in the world. By 2020, 1.4 million jobs will be available in the computing industry, and women are on track to fill only 3% of them. And this is worrying because technology is actually shaping our world, and women are not part of that transformation. This starts very young. Young girls are actually into science and tech, but when they grow up, when they become older, their confidence actually drops and they don't want to become scientists anymore. And which this trend is actually going worse. In 1984 in the US, 38% of the computer graduates were women. Now we're talking about 18%. And the tech world is still a boys' club. Google, Facebook, Apple only have 30% of women in their staff. And women are actually leaving. In the Athena report, the Athena Factor report, actually they realized that women are leaving the tech industry twice as much as men. Why? Because of sexism and hostility in their job, because of the lack of flexible hours, because of the lack of role models, or the remaining pay gap. So this is really an issue to tackle because technology, again, is shaping our future and women are not part of it. So how can we change this? The idea is to encourage our girls for their interest for science and tech through toys like construction toys like Lego or Goldie Blocks, for example. The idea is also to show them role models by showing them movies about female startup founders or female engineers like She Started It or Dream Girl or the recent show The Hidden Figures of 3 women in the US working for the NASA. The idea as well is to encourage and to teach our girls how to code. There are different programs all around the world, Girls Who Code, STEMettes in the UK, Geekettes in Germany, Akira Chicks in Kenya, or even Code to Inspire in Afghanistan. So there are really different programs to learn this new language of the future. And in the tech industry itself, we really need to work on the unconscious bias, which is still present and impeding women to get there. We need to work on flexible hours. We need to work on having more mentoring for women, more women in tech events, and more role models altogether, like Ada Lovelace, the first woman to actually write a computer program. And this is very important because the future is in code, and we really need women to write it.